This is my recap on Spongy's journey to win Battle for Dream Island, which was premiered in March 24, 2024. For this scenario, the voters will recognize that Spongy not moving is not really his fault, so Woody will be eliminated instead. Similar to Rocky, Spongy would still struggle with the test. Spongy actually pours in some effort, but the grapes still win. Spongy would be pitied by the viewers, so Blocky is still eliminated. Spongy made a relatively good taco in the FTI 15, so he would probably do good at the cooking contest here. Because Woody was already eliminated, this means Pin will be eliminated instead. The Alliance doesn't like Spongy, so they use Spongy to lay down the bridge, which is too much for them to even cross it. NeverButter doesn't reveal which team lost, but Match is eliminated. Spongy replaces Match as a member of the red team. Spongy offers to be used as a raft, which is likely a form of cheating. The red team gets put in advantage, and they would finish first and get the win tokens. This means the brown team still loses and Needle is eliminated. Nothing changes with this episode, so the grapes still win and Fire switches over. Spongy's not a fast runner, so the grapes still win and Blocky still rejoins. Rocky, Tennis Ball, Golf Ball, Corny, and Fiery defect and form another name. Spongy hinders the team, but it's not enough for them to lose. Teardrop and Snowball are still ejected for the grapes. The names will choose Teardrop over Snowball, meaning Snowball is eliminated. Spongy is also be useful, so the cherries don't turn into a snowball. Spongy is heavier and thus faster. This means the cherries still win the contest, Rocky switches over, and Golf Ball is eliminated. Not much changes with this episode, so the grapes still win, Tennis Ball switches over, and Corny is eliminated. Blocky, Bubble, Pencil, and Spongy have win tokens, so they get 15 points. Everyone gets points depending on how well they did this contest. And for every vote each person got in any of the previous episodes, that's -1 point. NeverButter forgot to get to Spongy's number of votes. Eraser, Fiery, Rocky, and Tennis Ball are for elimination. Eraser is eliminated. Spongy starts an alliance with Rocky. Ice Cube still gets a maroon ball. Spongy finds the ball after Tennis Ball does, but before Rocky does. Fiery, Ice Cube, Rocky, and Tennis Ball are for elimination. Rocky's friendship with Spongy means that Tennis Ball is eliminated. Flower rejoins with a score of 31. Nobody is able to retrieve Tennis Ball's marbles from the acid. Regardless, people still gain 10 sympathy points. Every hurdle each contestant jumps over earns them 5 points. Flower and Ice Cube are tied with a score of 56, so we need a tiebreaker. I accidentally gave Rocky 10 points instead of 20, meaning Rocky gets 10 extra points, putting Flower and Ice Cube up for elimination. Flower's rejoin is voided. The cast is the exact same as the canon, except for Teardrop, who has replaced Tennis Ball. The points of the other 9 remain the same. NeverButter doesn't reveal which contest Teardrop chose, but gives Teardrop 5 likes anyway. Fiery, Pen, and Rocky are for elimination. Pen is still eliminated. Everyone bows down the same amount of pins as they did in canon. Teardrop bows down 3 pins. Leafy chooses equality. Teardrop goes through with Leafy's idea. Pencil goes through with Leafy's idea, but has to stick with her lines, meaning 25 points off everyone else. Blocky drains away all of Bubble's points. He removes 53 points from Leafy and 54 from Pencil for lowering his score. Ice Cube and Teardrop are both opposites of Fiery, so Fiery moves 50 points for them each. Spongy is first in line, so Fire moves 100 points from him. This means Pencil is in the lead. Blocky was really mean to Bubble, so Fire moved 40 points. And he uses the remaining 60 points on Leafy and Pencil each for lowering his score. Blocky is still eliminated. Teardrop replaces Tennis Ball as Fiery's teammate, but the contest hasn't changed. Teardrop, Ice Cube, and Leafy are for elimination. Fire votes for Teardrop instead of Ice Cube, but Teardrop is eliminated. David still joins the game with a score of 0. The scoreboard is downgraded. The cast is the exact same as in canon, so the scoreboard doesn't change, and Pencil is still eliminated. This is the exact same final 7 as in canon. David is still eliminated. This is the exact same final 6 as in canon. Spongy's friendship with Rocky is stronger than in canon, so they both work together, causing Rocky to not get abducted. Fire and Leafy both get shot down. Rocky gets sucked into the vortex and Bubble's spaceship is sold, so Spongy wins immunity and chooses Rocky. Ice Cube is still eliminated. Needle rejoins the game. Leafy still gives her immunity to Spongy. Rocky is still eliminated. Without Spongy, Rocky befriends Needle. Needle wins immunity and chooses Spongy. Leafy is eliminated. Needle helps Spongy with the final immunity ticket. Fiery, the season's canon winner, is eliminated. Let's just skip to the finale. Needle is a rejoiner, so she takes 3rd place. Spongy's friendships with Rocky and Needle means that Spongy wins Dream Island. After that, NeverButter made episodes for Blocky and then Fiery, and then another What If.